Hey, how's it going, everybody? Micah Lamar here from Wall Street IO, the #1 backtesting platform for swing traders, with a quick update for you today. Right now we have Apple. It's still in a confirmed uptrend. We're still making higher highs, still making higher lows. We are encountering a little bit of a pullback right here. You can see with this kind of extended payday cycle to the upside and a little bit of compression, a couple lower highs, and we finally had a little bit of selling. However, when we change back to the candlestick, you can see we had a nice bounce on Friday that had us form a little bit of a bottoming tail. So here's what I'm thinking going into this week. I think this gives us a pretty good over-under area. Below 196, have a little bit of caution. Above 201 here, we're probably going to be breaking out as a continuation move, but those are your levels for now. You could also see right now the MACD has been forming a little bit of a bearish divergence. You can see that here. Basically, the stock had a new higher high, and the MACD here, you can see as I kind of zoom in here, you can see the MACD basically had a level high. So starting to level off a little bit, but so far still long term, we have a nice bullish uptrend, and personally, I'm really curious to see how Apple does over the next 4 quarters. I know it's kind of a bigger picture, but how they do over the next 4 quarters, expanding all of that really nice new services revenue from their new products. It's going to be really, really cool to see. For now, keep an eye on these levels. I also want to take a look at Baba. Remember, Baba was one of the stocks that we talked about. I really liked the way that Baba was setting up. We had a little bit of a pullback midweek, but Friday we had a nice little breakout. Keep your eyes right now on Alibaba above 187, 188. I think if we can continue to stay above these top line resistance points here, I think Baba could continue to break out. And as I noted when we started talking about this a week or two ago, I really liked that Baba's MACD was just starting to turn. We could potentially have another couple of few weeks of nice action in Alibaba if it continues to make new highs. Now, a couple other things. Qs, holy cow. Qs are continuing to jam. You can see they're getting really, really, really close to all-time highs right here. Cannot believe how much of a rally we've had this year. Holy cow. It looks like from the big picture that we could be forming a breakout here if it continues to make new highs. Check out the SPY, kind of forming the same kind of thing. Long term, you can see we had this huge move up, massive pullback, and the rate of this bounce has been so impressive. I'm curious to see if we continue to break out. So a couple other things I'm also watching this week is Netflix. Holy cow, had a pretty good sell-off on Friday on the back of the news that Disney, was announcing more information about their new streaming service. Now, we knew for a long time that Disney was pulling out of Netflix and they're going to launch their own streaming service. And when the news hit, basically, where they gave a bunch more information, Netflix got hammered, right? And Disney actually had a pretty big move to the upside. In fact, I was looking at Disney earlier today, and I was kind of trying to take a look at the bigger term picture here. You can see I'm actually on a weekly chart. Now, check this out. Disney has been forming essentially this giant wedge here inside of a larger channel. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this channel just so you can see a little bit more easily here. So we have this giant wedge, a big, big breakout. Again, this is the weekly. And I would say as long as we can hover and stay above, and I know this is kind of a range, but above 122, and this thing is really, really bullish here for a potential breakout. Disney's going to have a whole bunch of new services revenue on this brand new platform. The word is that they said they're going to charge $7 for it. It's going to include a bunch of Marvel stuff, Star Wars stuff. It sounds like they've got a new Star Wars show. And I'm guessing they're going to start rolling more and more and more content into it. You'll also be able to cross-subscribe to Hulu, which I believe they're a majority owner of Hulu, and ESPN and ESPN products. So they're going to try and bundle all these things together. We are literally living in the age of the subscription. YouTube is doing it. Apple is growing with subscriptions. Netflix has also obviously been doing that for a while. Disney's joining the club. They already had some other ones like ESPN and whatnot, but I think that this is going to be a big hit, and the market reacted really well. So keep an eye on Disney. This thing could really run, and I don't just mean over the next few hours on Monday or the next even few days. I think if Disney can hold above these levels and all the earnings and stuff comes out good this quarter, I mean, this could turn into a multi-month or potentially a multi-year run breakout in Disney. So keep an eye out for this one, okay? Cool. Well, today I decided to go ahead and cover more than just Apple, a few stocks to take a look at and some levels to watch. I hope it helped, and I hope you have a great Sunday evening. So this is Michael Lamar, and I will see you on the inside.